Today we're going to be comparing the viral Walmart knife to the version 2.0 that they have silently released. So let's go ahead and jump into the video. I've seen several videos of people talking about the viral Walmart knife, but what they don't realize is in their video, they're actually showing the version 2.0 that I have here instead of the original version, like I also have here. So I thought today we would sit down and compare the two of them, because there are some subtle differences that Walmart quietly changed, quietly modified the knife, and then repackaged it and sent it out without saying anything about. So let's jump down to the tabletop and jump into the comparison. Most of these differences are pretty subtle, but they're definitely worth noting, and there's a couple that are actually pretty big changes that they made as well. Probably the first and most noticeable difference of this knife when you see it right off the back is the color change that was made to the handle material. This is the original version. It has kind of a dirty orange handle scale, and here is the 2.0 version that went from that dirty orange to an almost neon colored orange. They also have version of this knife that has black handle scales as well as olive green handle scales. I have yet to see either of those in a Walmart store, but I did go ahead and pick this one up at a Walmart, so they do have these in some Walmarts around. So go ahead, check your local Walmart or the Walmart website to see if they have it in stock near you. Another extremely noticeable difference between the two versions of the knife is that Walmart modified it so that it now has a reversible pocket clip. As you can see with the original, you just have one pocket clip and nothing over here on the handle scale, completely flat. And on the 2.0 version, you have the pocket clip and you have a cutout on the other side of the handle scales for you to be able to reverse that pocket clip. So I'd say for having a reversible pocket clip on a $10 knife, that is a pretty big upgrade that they made right there. Now, in most cases, with the exception of a few high-end knives, I really don't care that much about having a reversible pocket clip, but some people do. Most of the knives come set up the way I like them already, but having the ability to change it is a big perk as well. As far as the rest of the knife goes, it is pretty similar to the original, although I will say the opening mechanism flick-wise on the original versus the 2.0 right out of the package. The 2.0 is a whole lot stiffer, as well as you can notice a bit of a different texture on the handle scales. The texture on the 2.0 is much similar to the texture of an actual bug out. So that is something that they've changed, as well as they've added just a bit more texture to it. Another subtle thing that they did add to this knife is markings. So you have the Ozark trail markings on both of the blades. Then if you flip them over, you have like the Made in China mark on the blade. And then on the 2.0 version, they went ahead and printed D2 on the blade. Now I know a lot of people are going to go crazy about the fact, well, it's D2, but it's not, but it is. But bottom line, it's a very cheap D2 steel. However, I've been carrying the original version of this knife for quite a while now, a number of months, and I would say it's held up really well. I haven't had to sharpen it at all. It's held an edge, still really sharp, and I've used it pretty hard. I've done some woodworking and stuff where it was quicker to just grab this knife out of my pocket, go ahead to town on that piece of wood than it was to go get the proper tool for it. So far I am impressed with the quality of edge that this knife holds. And I mean, for $10, there's always a place for cheap knives. I have a lot of expensive knives, and there's a place for those. But there also is the place for a cheap $10 beater knife. And for $10, 2025, we've really come quite a ways from 5 or 6 years ago when I started getting into knives, what you got for $10 then versus what you get now. Back then, you never would have had an Axis-style locking mechanism on a $10 knife, which is something that is really cool that's just widely available now, I'd say. So far, I've been enjoying this knife. It's held up pretty well. I will be doing a full review video on it. There's a ton of videos out there on the internet about it already, but, you know, I'll throw my 2 cents in there for you guys as well. So I guess to answer the question, is the Ozark Grail 2.0 any better than the original version? I'd say they're pretty similar, but there are definitely changes that have been made to version 2.0 that are definitely improvements for a $10 knife, like the reversible pocket clip compared to version 1. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about the version 2.0 of the Walmart knife? Go ahead, get that conversation started in the comments down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful taking a look and comparing the original Walmart knife to the 2.0 version. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up, smash that like button 2025 style if you're into that sort of thing, and share this video with a friend. If you're new here, please consider clicking subscribe. We try and make a new video every week. As always, stay safe and we'll catch you on the next video.